Hello everyone, Denise here. Today I wanted just to talk a bit, share some things with you that I have purchased and picked up. My desk setup is different again because I get bored easily. Kind of wanted to crochet something to go along the edge of my desk there, but I just had paper doilies, so I just kind of went with it. But I'll share something with you in a moment that might change that. So I picked the Woobles yarn up at a local thrift store for $2 each. Brand new, not used, doesn't smell, no grossies in it. Perfectly great yarn. I've never purchased any of this. I got the kits, but I have never purchased the yarn separately. I don't even know where it's sold. It doesn't matter because I got this. I am a fan of this yarn, just not for amigurumi. I like to just use it. I consider this to be like t-shirt yarn, and I usually make trivets or just like doilies, if you will, but they're not intricate. They're just nice to set something on. They're cushy, you know. Also, you could use this stuff outside. It has a nylon content to it, 25% nylon, 75% cotton. So you could use this for outside stuff as well. I'm not going to, but you can. If you've ever used the home deck or anything, it's pretty much the same thing. They come in different weights though. Anyway, I thought that was a great deal. $2 and it's 5.3 ounces. 164 yards each. So I'll have to figure something out to do with that. The other thing I got was a kit, kind of a kit. Our youngest granddaughter is super into Frozen. So I picked this up. It was $2. It's a loom. I'll just stand it up. It's a loom. It's supposed to make this cute little sweater shawl thing. But most of the stuff isn't in here. These motifs are not in here. Did not have a book to explain how to make it, and it didn't have this exclusive book in there. I'm guessing the child kept that. It did have the loom, it did have the hook, it did have a tapestry needle, it did have the yarn, which is kind of partly used. So this one is full. The loom is loaded with stuff. This one is full. And then this is for the tassels. There are beads, but I'm not putting beads on something for a 2-year-old. Anyway, they started it. I'm not going to finish it. I'm not going to use the loom. I'm probably just going to crochet something with it. Okay, cutting to this because I did start something with the yarn. I was checking out my pattern called the Jet Poncho. Someone had said the written instructions were wrong, and of course I'm gonna go check. So a person did not answer me when I asked where. So I went and I downloaded my pattern, printed it out, and worked this up. This is to the increase part, or the repeat, sorry. It's not incorrect. I don't know if they were talking on someone else's video and it lapsed over to mine. Sometimes that happens. It has happened to me, so I know it happens. So I just responded, no, it's not wrong. I worked up another poncho. It was excruciating, but I went and I listened to my video to make sure my instruction matched my written instructions. It does. It does. Don't make me do that, please. Editing the video it's really hard for me because I cannot stand to listen to myself talk. So if you want to punish me, yeah, make me listen to myself. Anyway, so this is not even one of the balls of yarn. Wait. Yes, it is one. I believe it's one ball. This is the one I took off of the loom, and then there's one more in here. So it's one of these I started this, which is, I think, a full one of these. And then I have this. So it's going to be small. It's obviously going to be for a child. But I thought, I actually thought it looked really nice. While I was making it, I was like, this would be a great tree skirt. So I might revamp it, make it a tree skirt at a later time, because I do think it would be nice. I just have to rewrite the pattern to separate it. So the Woobles yarn I have not found anything to do with yet. I may gift it. Yes, I decided that I was going to gift the Woobles yarn to my swap partner, that I will be sending her box out probably the end of next week. The thing that I was saying about the edge of my desk here, the paper doilies, was I was watching, I think it was Hobie's quiz time. And I think this was one of the questions that, or maybe I don't remember if it was live shopping or it was Hobie, okay? And I was listening, and Matthias was saying that this was a thing. And I was like, that is so cool. So this is from the Smithsonian Libraries. You can download it, obviously, and I printed it. It does come out yellow because it's old. But isn't that not the coolest thing ever? Oh my gosh. So the patterns, look at that wording. That is crazy. But I was thinking something like this for the edge of my desk. And maybe, maybe, not right now, but maybe, I thought maybe some of the Premier Minikins would be an option for yarn. I used to have tons and tons of thread, but I do not have that anymore. Just beautiful. So very beautiful. So I'll have to think and see and decide, what kind of, because I think it would be so pretty to just lay some crochet lace up there along the edge of my desk. This is temporarily here. I mean, it's not going to be here forever. I find it super, super annoying. Let me know what you think. I just think it looks, I don't like it. I'm not a fan, but tell me what you think about the whole background thing right now. So if you're interested, I'll try to link this below. I know I followed a link to download it, so I'll try to get you there if you're interested. The poncho I was working on for our granddaughter is done. I used all the yarn up. I don't know if it's going to be big enough, but here it is. She may also hate it. I don't know. I just feel like maybe a 2-year-old will hate a poncho, but she can wear it V-neck way, which looks really big, or square way. I don't know. Maybe she'll think it's stupid. Maybe she'll love it. Who knows? I'll find out when I give it to her. If she hates it and she does not want to wear it as a poncho, I was thinking about making a square for the middle and just making it into a baby blanket, because quite frankly, it sure could be, and she would probably play with it more that way. But you can see the tree skirt thing. Like, I'm like, yeah, tree skirt. That would be cool. So I might do that in a tutorial for you to check out. What else was I going to tell you about? I am working on my sweater. So my tutorials came out for the Sowieso sweater. That was a small version that I did. I am making a version for me. It's taking a while. I am not a tiny child. So mine is this size, and look at that yarn. It's so beautiful. Ooh, it's so pretty. I can't zoom out anymore. Let me see if I can dip down. So this is it. I have separated for the sleeves. I decided to add a couple of chains when I did that. So I just, to make sure it's wide enough. I don't want to make the entire sweater and then have it be too small. So I just wanted to make sure it was going to be nice and loose for me. And now I just have to work the body and then add the sleeves and decide if I want a hood or just a collar. I don't know yet. But that is it so far, and it is absolutely stunning, beautiful. And if I never mentioned to you, this stitch is completely reversible. So there's really no wrong side or right side until you decide which side you're doing the edging on. I absolutely think it is the prettiest yarn. The other thing I was going to tell you about was this little case that I got at Michael's. It's supposed to be for pencils, but I have hooks in here and stitch markers and stuff. It's a nice silicone case. It's really cute. I picked the first one up. We picked it up for our granddaughter for her crayons, but then I was like, I really would like one for me. And so when I looked again, they were half off. So I picked one up, a green one, and then they have pink ones. And we got another one for her markers. So now she is set with her coloring cases. But I thought this was a really good idea for crochet hooks or essentials, whatever you want to put in it for your to-go bag. I thought it was a great idea because it has some structure to it. It's not soft. So I liked it a lot. I also picked up a crochet magazine. I think it's Crochet Now. Yeah, it's Crochet Now. Because it had Snoopy, right? It says it is issue 120 if you're interested in picking that up. I think I got it at our Barnes & Noble's store here in town. But with that came a pattern booklet and these, which talked about in Summer's Tips and Stitches channel. I think Christy had posted something about using knitting needles to attach your pieces of your amigurumi. Well, that's what these are for, but you could also use them as knitting needles. They're kind of bendy, but they work great because I did use them. My Snoopies have yellow on their face, which is sad, but whatever, he's still cute. It was from the magazine cover. But yeah, I really like them a lot, and I think that's genius. They're called sticks or pins for crocheting, and they work well. So in case you're wondering how to hold like an arm or an ear or something on to keep it straight, that's what you do. You just stick this straight through it and then sew it on. This is a page in the magazine that shows you can use it to hold your stuff in place when you sew it on. The other thing is I'm on, I think this is the 12th book of the Crochet Mystery series. Molly's scarf, incriminating scarf pattern is in the back of the book, and I'm thinking about making that. I haven't made a lot of the patterns. I obviously made the bookmark and I've shared that in other videos, but I highly recommend this book series if you haven't read it or listened to the audiobooks. It is from a long time ago, and then the most recent book just came out this year, the book 16. I have all of them on book and audio, so I'm all in on it. But super fun that they have patterns and recipes in the back. And if you weren't around for my last video when I talked about these books, her new series that she came out with does not have that. So I just want to reiterate that don't buy her new series expecting that, because she doesn't have that. But the scarf is worked the long way, but I thought that would be fun to make her scarf. I printed out the pattern for that so that I can just have that to work on when I just want something to pick up and work on. Stay tuned for me making crochet hooks. I have a whole bunch of glitter that I want to use up, and I bought an epoxy or whatever kit, a resin kit from Michael's, and I have all of the little pen things. I Tried it out quite a while back, put a picture on my Instagram if you want to look at that. I didn't like the way they turned out. I ended up donating them. Anyway, now that I have a clue of kind of what I'm doing, I can maybe show you and maybe not mess it up this time. We'll see. I don't want to ruin hooks and get them stuck into resin that are good, like my Clover Amour or my Tulip. So I may do another trial run with those to make sure I know what I'm doing, and I will be recording that for you to see. So look forward to that. That's just something fun. I'm not an expert. I really honestly don't know what I'm doing, but I thought it would be fun to do because I've been wanting to do that for a while. I did try to make molds with silicone out of some hooks that I had. It was a disaster. So it's just something that's been in my brain for years now, and I kind of would like to just maybe conquer it and get it over with. But I will be trying with the resin again. And then there's another method too that I'd like to show you that is much easier and actually kind of fun. So look forward to Crochet Handle Solutions. That's all I can think of right now, guys. I just wanted to pop in and talk to you about a few things, get you up to date on my sweater progress, my actual one that's going to fit me. I'm getting there. Anyway, I hope you're having happy makes and taking care of yourself, being kind and all that good stuff. So thank you for watching, everyone. I appreciate you. Until next time, guys. Bye.